posibleng tanong na maaaring lumabas ngayong darating na NCLEX examination ang alay ko sa inyo for today. 15 NCLEX type of questions with rationalization that will cover your psychiatric nursing. If you want to know more about that, stay tuned. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Galve. I'm a registered nurse and I do have a degree in medical surgical nursing. I create my nursing educational videos to help nursing students and nursing professionals with their studies. If that is something that you are interested in, consider subscribing. If you're already a subscriber though, thank you so much for your love and support. I see you. I upload my nursing educational videos once a week. Don't miss that out. Subscribe now. Hit the notification bell so that you will be the very first to watch my newest uploads. Also, don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up and share with your friends because that will really help me know that you like to see more contents like this. Without further ado, nurses, let's jump into the video. Hi everybody, how are you guys doing wherever you are right now, whatever time zone you're watching me right now? I just wish you all the happiness in the world because you deserve it. Isang panibagong nursing test banking video ang ali ko sa inyo for today kasi napapansin ko nga grabe yung suporta nyo sa mga nursing test banking videos at alam ko na napaka-importante nitong mga klase ng content na to, lalo na sa mga upcoming test takers natin. But this nursing test banking video is different in particular because this is our very first entry ng nursing test banking video na pwedeng lumabas sa NCLEX. Yes, sa mga gustong maging USRN dyan, this video is for you. Kung hindi mo pa napapanood yung ibang mga nursing test banking videos at ibang mga nursing educational videos na create ko, ililink ko yung playlist, yung mga link ng playlist sa description box or simply click this icon button kasi ililink ko sila dyan. Napakarami ko na pong playlist na ginawa under sa nursing education. Panoorin mo yan because that's all for you. Kaya naman, itong NCLEX nursing test banking video natin, I'm going to give you nursing questions with rationalization that will cover your psychiatric nursing. Exciting, hindi ba? Medyo mahaba nga po itong video na to, hindi ko na patatagalin pa. In order for me to do that, let me switch back to my PC and I'll see you guys in a bit.
Alright, welcome back sa ating formal discussion nurses ng inyong NCLEX practice exam for psychiatric nursing. Yes, this is another entry natin sa nursing test banking videos na ginagawa ko for all the upcoming test takers. Ano ba yung vibration pa? Na magte-take ng kanilang NCLEX examination. Na kung hindi mo pa napapanood yung other entry ko about sa nursing test banking, I actually created possible questions with rationalization na maaaring lumabas sa Philippine Nursing Licensure Examination. Ililink ko yung actual playlist sa description box or kapag nag-pop out yung icon button, i-click mo lang yun kasi ililink ko yung playlist kasama ng iba pang mga playlist sa nursing education natin dito sa ating channel. Okay? Now, let this be your nursing study guide. I believe this is going to be our first entry sa nursing test banking natin sa NCLEX type of exam. Okay? Now, simulan na natin to. Now, let me share to you our objectives. I will provide and discuss to you board exam type of questions. And I'm also going to provide rationalization for each board exam type of questions. Now, if there's anything that I want you to take out from this video, it is the rationalization. Because alam nyo naman sa NCLEX o kahit sa pang klase mga examinations, nauulit lang yung mga tanong at iniiba lang nila yung itsura. So, the reason why I want you, or the main intention of this video, is for you to really have a full grasp of the rationalization para kahit paikot-ikutin ka, alam mo kung anong isasagot mo and you are pretty sure why is that the correct answer. Of course, we aim for a high score, but really, at this very moment, I want you to focus on the rationalization that I'm going to be providing to you, okay? Now, let me share to you the instructions to this exam. You will be given 15 board exam type or NCLEX type of questions. I will be reading the questions and the choices for you. You have 5 seconds to answer each questions. The answer is revealed instantly after each questions with rationalization. Choose the letter of the correct answer. Good luck, nurses. Now, I want you to take this examination as if you're taking your actual NCLEX, okay? Don't worry because I'll make sure that the rationalization will be very clear for you. Handa na ba kayo? Hinga-hinga? Sisimulan na natin to. Eto na. NCLEX type of question number 1. Mental health is defined as... Nako, definition of term. Ano daw ang mental health? Period. That's the question. Is it A, the ability to distinguish what is real from what is not? B, a state of well-being where a person can realize his own abilities, can cope with normal stresses of life and work productively. Is it C? Is the promotion of mental health, prevention of mental disorders, nursing care of patients during illness and rehabilitation? Or D, mental health is absence of mental illness? Your 5 seconds starts now. Time's up, nurses. The answer to this question is what? Letter A. A state of well-being where a person can realize his own abilities, can cope with normal stresses of life and work productively. Mental health is a state of emotional and psychosocial well-being. A mentally healthy individual is self-aware and self-directive, has the ability to solve problems, can cope with crisis without assistance beyond the support of family and friends, fulfill the capacity to love and work, and sets goals and realistic limits. This describes option A actually describes the ego function reality testing. Option C, this is the definition of mental health in psychiatric nursing. Option D is mental health is not just absence of mental illness. Okay, so this one is incorrect. The answer to this question is letter B. Malinaw yon? Malinaw. Alright. NCLEX type of question number 2. Which of the following describes the role of a technician? Ano daw ang role ng technician? Is it A, administers medications to a schizophrenic patient? B, the nurse feeds and bathes a catatonic client? Is it C, coordinates diverse aspects of care rendered to the patient? Or D, disseminates information about alcohol and its effects? Your 5 seconds starts now. Time's up. The answer is letter A. Administer medications to schizophrenic patient. Why? Administration of medication and treatments, assessments, documentation are the activities of the nurse as a technician. B, this is actually activities as a parent surrogate. C refers to the warm manager role or ward manager role. D, this is a role of a teacher. Ward manager. Ito naman, itong B, ano to? Anong role to? Parent surrogate. Okay? So, the answer is letter A. Alright, next. NCLEX type of question number 3. Lisa says, give me 10 minutes to recall the name of our college professor who failed many students in our anatomy class. She is operating on her subconscious, conscious, unconscious, or ego. Your 5 seconds starts now. The answer to this question is A, subconsciousness or subconscious. Subconscious refers to the materials that are partly remembered, partly forgotten, but these can be recalled spontaneously and voluntarily. Naalala mo sa sitwasyon sinabi niya, give me 10 minutes to recall the name, right? B, this functions when one is awake. One is aware of his thoughts, feelings, actions, and that is going on in the environment. C, or unconscious, this is the largest portion of the mind that contains the memories of one's past, particularly the unpleasant. It is difficult to recall the unconscious content. D naman, or ego, refers to the conscious self that deals and tests reality. So that's why the answer is letter A. NCLEX type of question number 4. The superego is that part of the psyche that, ano daw ang superego? Definition. Is it A, uses defensive function for protection? B, is impulsive and without morals? C, determines the circumstances before making decisions? Or D, censoring portion of the mind? Your 5 seconds starts now. Time's up. The answer is letter D, censoring portion of the mind. The censoring portion of the mind, the critical censoring portion of of one's personality, the conscience. That is your superego. Naalala mo yung concept ng superego mo? Other term dyan, conscience. Bakit hindi sagot yung A? Now, this is actually, A refers to the ego function that protects itself from anything that threatens it. B, the id, is composed of the untamed primitive drives and impulses. C, this refers to the ego that acts as the moderator of the struggle between the id and the superego. Good evening. Alright, so malino sa inyo yan. The answer to this question is letter D. Proceed na tayo. NCLEX type of question number 5. Primary level of prevention is exemplified by... Ano daw ang primary level prevention? Is it A, helping the client resume self-care? B, ensuring the safety of a suicidal client in the institution? C, teaching the client stress management techniques? Or D, case finding and surveillance in the community? Your 5 seconds starts now. Alright, the answer is letter C, teaching the client stress management techniques. Why? Primary level of prevention refers to the promotion of mental health and prevention of mental illness. This can be achieved by rendering health teachings such as modifying key term health teachings. Okay? Modifying one's responses to stress. A refers to the tertiary level of prevention that deals with rehabilitation. B and D are secondary level of prevention, which involves reduction of actual illness through early detection and treatment of illness. Hence, the answer to this question is letter C. Malinaw yan? Alright. NCLEX type of question number 6. Situation. Here's your situation, nurses. In a home visit done by the nurse, she suspects that the wife and her child are victims of abuse. Anong situation mo? Ang nanay at ang bata ay victims of what? Abuse. Which of the following is the most appropriate for the nurse to ask? Ano yung appropriate question mo in this situation? A. Are you being threatened or hurt by your partner? B. Are you frightened of your partner? C. Is something bothering you? Or D. What happens when you and your partner argue? Your 5 seconds starts now. Time's up. The answer to this question is letter A. Are you being threatened or hurt by your partner? The nurse validates her observation by asking simple, direct question. This also shows empathy. B and C and D are indirect questions. That's why there are wrong answers, which may not lead to the discussion of abuse. In this type of situation, nurses, the question is really asking you to be direct and ask simple questions in order for you to get the information that you need and to validate your observation. Alright? That's why the answer is letter A. Proceed na tayo. NCLEX type of question number 7. The wife admits that she is a victim of abuse and opens up about her persistent distaste for sex. This sexual disorder is... Ano dong klaseng sexual disorder ito? Yung persistent distaste for sex. Is it A, sexual desire disorder? Is it B, sexual arousal disorder? C, orgasm disorder? Or D, sexual pain disorder? Your 5 seconds starts now. Alright. The answer to this question is letter A, sexual desire disorder. This sexual desire disorder has a little or no sexual desire or has distaste for sex. The key term mo dito, nurses, is distaste for sex. Alright, so B, this refers to failure to maintain the physiologic requirement for sexual intercourse. C, persistent and recurrent inability to achieve an orgasm. D is not the right answer because this is also called dyspareunia or painful sexual intercourse or pain felt during sexual intercourse. Individuals with this disorder suffer genital pain before, during, and after sexual intercourse. Alright? The answer is letter A. Alright, nakakailan na kayo? Nakakarami na tayo. Pang-walo na to, ha? Okay, question number 8. What would be the best approach for the wife who is still living with her abusive husband? Kapag si Mrs. ay nakatira pa rin kasama ng kanyang abusive husband, ano yung best approach mo as a nurse? Is it A, here's the number of the crisis center that you can call for help? Taray. B, it's best to leave your husband. Taray. C, did you discuss this with your family? Or D, why do you allow yourself to be treated this way? Your 5 seconds starts now. Taray ng tanong, di ba? Malakas maka-MMK. The answer to this question is letter A. Hoy, pero nangyayari to sa totoong buhay. Okay, here's the number of a crisis center that you can call for help. That is the correct answer. Now, why? Protection is a priority concern in abuse. Remember that. Help the victim to develop a plan to ensure safety. B is not the correct answer because this do not give advice to leave the abuser. Making decisions for the victim further erodes her esteem. So you want to give that power, you want to boost that self-esteem by giving the authority to the abuser. Not abuser, but the one who's being abused. Okay? Now, however, discuss option available or whatever options available for her. Now, C is not the right answer because the victim tends to isolate from friends and family. D, this is judgmental kaya hindi siya tamang sagot. Avoid in any implying that she is at fault. Okay? So the answer is letter A. Let's proceed. NCLEX type of question number 9. Which comment about a 3-year-old, that's the age of your client, child, if made by the parent may indication daw that the child is being abused? 3-year-old, huh? Is it A, once my child is toilet trained, I can still expect her to have some? Is it B, when I tell my child to do something once, I don't expect to have to tell? C, my child is expected to try to do things such as dress and feed? Or D, my 3-year-old loves to say no? Your 5 seconds starts now. Time's up. The answer is letter B. When I tell my child to do something once, I don't expect to have to tell. Sabihin, one is enough. Parang ganun lang yun. Abusive parents tend to have unrealistic expectation on the child. 3 years old, kailangan isang beses lang. Competitive naman po pala. Okay, A, B, and C are realistic expectations on a 3-year-old kid. Alright? Let's proceed. Board exam NCLEX type of question number 10. The primary nursing intervention for a victim of child abuse is ang bata ay child abuse. A victim of child abuse. Ano ang primary nursing intervention mo? Primary, ha? Is it A, assess the scope of the problem, B, analyze the family dynamics, C, ensure the safety of the victim, or D, teach the victim coping skills? Bata ito. Your 5 seconds starts now. Time's up. Naalala mo, kapag pinag-uusapan natin ng abuse, ano yung number 1 priority mo? Safety. That's why the answer is C. Ensure the safety of the victim nga po ang tamang sagot. Why? The priority consideration is the safety of the victim. Attend to the physical injuries to ensure the physiologic safety and integrity of the child. Reporting suspected case or abuse may deter recurrence of abuse. A, B, and D may be addressed later. Hindi naman sinabing mali sila, pero priority kasi. Primary nursing intervention mas safety. Malinaw yon? Okay, last 5 questions na tayo. Question number 11. Here's your situation, nurses. A 30-year-old male employee frequently complains of low back pain that leads to frequent absences from work. Consultation and tests reveal negative results. The client has which somatoform disorder? Nako, naalala nyo ba pa itong concept ng somatoform disorder? Ito yung picture, ha. Sana makatulong ito sa pagre-review niya. Ito. Ayan. So, ang question, alin dito, ano Ano dong klaseng somatoform disorder ang meron ang patient na to? Alam mo yon, yung nag-frequent, may low back pain na siya, pero nung nagpatingin siya, yung test result reveals negative. Kumbaga wala siyang clinical basis. Is it A, somatization disorder, B, hypochondriasis, C, conversion disorder, or D, somatoform pain disorder? Your 5 seconds starts now. Time's up. The answer is letter D, somatoform pain disorder. Nakita mo tong pain dito? Yun siya. Dalawa yung somatization disorder. Baka malito ka dito. Pero kasi in-indicate sa question na may low back pain. So, bakit itong sagot? Somatoform pain disorder. This is characterized by severe and prolonged pain that causes significant distress. A, this is a chronic syndrome of somatic symptoms that cannot be explained medically and is associated with psychosocial distress. B, this is not a correct answer because this is an unrealistic preoccupation with a fear of having a serious illness. C is not a correct answer because this characterized by alteration or loss in sensory or motor function resulting from psychological conflicts. Malinaw yon? Malinaw. Alright, last. Ilan na ba to? 4 questions? Okay, board exam type of question number, NCLEX type of question number 12. Freud explains anxiety as, according kay Freud, Sigmund Freud, ano daw yung anxiety? Paano niya define yung anxiety? Is it A, strives to gratify the needs for satisfaction and security? Is it B, conflict between id and superego? Is it C, hypothalamic pituitary adrenal reaction to stress? Or D, a conditioned response to stressors? Your 5 seconds starts now. Time's up. The answer to this question is letter B, conflict between id and superego. Naalala mo si Sigmund Freud? Di ba sa kanya nanggaling tong concept ng id and superego? Alright. So, Freud explains anxiety as due to opposing action drives between the id and the superego. A is actually Sullivan identify 2 types of needs, satisfaction and security. Failure to gratify these needs may result in anxiety. C is biomedical perspective of anxiety. D, this is an explanation of anxiety using the behavioral model. The answer is B. Alright, NCLEX type of question number 13. Nako, Nanda. The following are the appropriate nursing diagnosis for the client except lahat ito ay tatlo dito ang appropriate nursing diagnosis. Alin dito yung hindi? Negative question. Is it A, ineffective individual coping? B, alteration in comfort, pain? C, altered role performance? Or D, impaired social interaction? Your 5 seconds starts now. Time's up. The answer is letter D, impaired social interaction. Why? The client may not have difficulty in social exchange. The cues do not support this diagnosis. A, the client maladaptively uses body symptoms to manage anxiety. B is correct because the client will be discomfort due to pain. C, this refers to the client may fail or the client fails to meet environmental expectations due to pain. The correct answer is letter D, impaired social interaction. NCLEX type of question number 14. Last 2 questions na tayo, nurses. Make it count. The following statements describe somatoform. Ito na naman siya, somatoform disorders. Alin dito ang nade-describe sa somatoform disorders mo? Is it A, physical symptoms are explained by organic causes? B, it is a voluntary expression of psychological conflicts? C, expression of conflicts through bodily symptoms? Or D, management entails a specific medical treatment? Your 5 seconds starts now. Time's up. The answer is letter C. Expression of conflicts through bodily symptoms. Bodily symptoms are used to handle conflicts. A, this is a manifestation, do not have an organic basis. B, this occurs unconsciously. D naman is a medical treatment is not used because the disorder does not have a structural or organic basis. Alam mo yung ibig sabihin ng somatoform disorders mo, di ba? Pag sinabi nating somatoform, patients is complaining of, let's say, pain or other symptoms, clinical symptoms na nararamdaman niya. But kapag niro-rule out na or when you put that patient in to diagnose diagnostic test, if you run some diagnostic test to that patient, everything is normal naman. Wala naman talagang clinical basis. Alam mo yan, merong symptoms pero walang clinical support or clinical basis. Walang positive sa kanyang diagnostics. Okay? Positive, negative results sa kanyang diagnostics. That's your somatoform disorders. Alright, last questions na. What will be the best response to the client's repeated complaints of pain? Kapag ang kliyente mo daw o ang patient mo ay lagi nagko-complain ng pain, ano yung best response mo as a nurse? Is it A, I know the feeling is real, tests revealed negative results. B, I think you're exaggerating things a little bit. C, try to forget this feeling and have activities to take it off your mind. Or D, so tell me more about the pain. Galing. Your 5 seconds starts now. Ganun mo talaga babasahin yung mga tanong sa psych, no? Mga questions sa psych. With emotion. Time's up, nurses. The answer to this question is letter A. I know the feeling is real. Yes, in-acknowledge mo yung feeling, but the tests revealed negative results. Tapos bumalik ka sa reality. Present mo lang naman yung facts sa kanya, ha? Now, shows empathy and offers information. That is why A is the correct answer. B is not the correct answer because this is a demeaning statement. C is not a correct answer because this belittles the client's feelings, di ba? Paano yung sabi ng C? Try to forget this feeling and have activities to take it off your mind. Taray, di ba? D, giving undue attention to the physical symptoms reinforces the complaint. Wag ka nang mag-ano pa dyan, mag-MMK. So tell me more about wag ganon. It could always go back to the reality and offer information. Okay? Tapos na nga tayo, nurses, sa ating discussion. Thank you so much po for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe to my channel for more nursing educational videos. Let me know if you have other nursing topics that you want us to do. Comment it down below. Abangan nyo po yung mga next NCLEX review materials, nursing test banking, na ilalagay natin, i-add natin dito sa ating playlist. Kasi upload natin yan sa mga susunod na araw, mga susunod na linggo. Pakilagay po yung score sa baba. I would just like to evaluate the scores of my students. Put it down below. No shame, huh? Like I said, the intention of this video really is for you. Is for you to have the full grasp and understand the rationalization. Alright? Ngayon, gusto ko lang kayo anyayahan kung hindi nyo pa napapanood yung other nursing videos, lecture materials na ginawa ko dito sa channel ko. Panoorin nyo po sila. Ililink ko yung mga playlist. Diyan, yung link ng playlist diyan sa description box. At pakifollow na rin po ako sa aking Facebook page. Nandun po sila lahat. Nag-upload din ako doon. And you can also follow me on all my other social media accounts. Everything is at Neil Galve except for my TikTok account, which is Neil Galve Official. Alright. Tulungan nyo na nga ako, ipamalitan nyo na sa radyong sira ang pinakabago, pinaka-fresh at ang pinakalibreng nursing review center sa balat ng YouTube. And I'll see you again next time.
Thank you so much, you guys, for watching. Hope you learned something. Help me grow my channel. You are already here. You might as well subscribe.
Hashtag Team Cool Talk.
Give this video a big thumbs up and share with your friends. Let me know what you guys think. You put them down on the comment section below. Also, please, I would love to hear your scores. Put them on the comment section below. Also, don't forget to check out the other playlists I created for you. I'll be putting the links on the description box. Just simply click this icon button right here. Let's connect. Follow me on all my other social media accounts. Everything is at Neil Galve, except for my TikTok account, which is Neil Galve Official. By the way, I would just like to also encourage you to please like, share, and follow my Facebook page. I'll be putting the link on the description box. It's Neil Galve. I'll see you guys there.
Also, don't forget to give this video.
What's that?